Hello, ladies. I am in my office today. It's been a while since I've been in here. I've even been taking like meetings and stuff in my room, in my bed, chilling heavy. Why is there always men that pop in here first? Hello, though. But today's topic for tonight is protect your energy. And I really wanted to do this because I've been consuming a lot of content lately. And the content I've been consuming has been around energy, of course, spirituality, some about femininity. And I don't know if you ladies have noticed this, but the vast majority of content does not cater towards like positive images of men, positive talk about other women. People tend to focus solely on the negative and teach from that perspective. But if I'm always telling you, well, watch out for men that do this, watch out for men that do that, watch out for this, watch out for that, you're basically, like, when you listen to stuff like that, you're sort of conditioning yourself to watch a man's every move and like pick out everything that he's doing wrong. So my question for you before we continue is, do you believe that you can maintain or develop healthy relationships with men by consuming stuff like that? And that doesn't mean you have to stop. You know, if you genuinely don't know certain signs, then hey, go for it. I'm really speaking to those women who use a lot of content to study and really understand the world around them before they jump out there and start seeing people. And it's like, I get why you would do it, but why do you keep watching the same types of videos? Like, oh, how to point out a narcissist. All the content is saying the same thing. I don't even believe in calling people narcissists, because coming from a therapeutic background, narcissistic personality disorder is an actual disorder. So if they haven't been diagnosed with that, why are you calling them narcissistic? The majority of the time is just the fact that you don't have any boundaries in place, right? Oh, absolutely not. And you walk away feeling discouraged too. Exactly. So it's like, how does that help me? It doesn't. And so if you notice on my page, I try to throw some funny stuff in there. I try to throw in some inspirational quotes. I try to throw in some quotes that, you know, have some profanity in it. I try to throw in some things that really jog your brain and help you focus on your personal growth and development. Because when you know yourself, it's easier to know and understand other people. So when you get to know yourself, do you focus on watching the negative things about yourself all the time? If someone asks you to describe yourself, would you start off with, oh, well, I snore in my sleep, I'm always late for work? No, you start to point out the good things. You lead with the good things about yourself, right? So why not train yourself to know what a good man looks like? We know what negative, toxic, what y'all call narcissistic, etc. We know what those men look like. But why not focus your attention on the men that you value, the men that you want to be next to, the men that you want to be connected to and encouraged by and loved by, right? So it doesn't help you. So the reason why I wanted to do a protect your energy sort of video for you ladies this evening is because I truly feel like when you focus on what you don't want, you really attract more of that. And so number one, this one is going to be a cliche, something that I've said all the time. And there's 5 points, okay? So, and we're going all 5 senses here. So watch what you consume is going to be the premise for all of these. And the first consummation is what you eat. So when you eat a diet heavy in meat, heavy in dairy, you drink a lot of alcohol, you do any types of drugs, besides marijuana, obviously, that's typically plant-based unless it's medically altered, you tend to become more violent. You tend to really rest in that lower chakra, and you attract people who are on a lower frequency. So it literally lowers your vibrations. That's why you notice a difference in the way you feel when you're not eating properly. Okay? And I'm going to make this quick, so we'll move on. The second thing, watch what you listen to. So like I said, these podcasts about relationships, all of these stories about women who have been done dirty by men. If your friend is always calling you about her toxic relationship and she's always going through something with a man, like, I'm not going to keep listening to that, because you are the common denominator in all of these relationships. What is it that you're not recognizing? What is it that you're not changing? What are you not noticing about yourself that perpetuates this behavior? Are you indecisive? Because I'll be honest with you, I used to have that quality of indecisiveness, and men do not like that. If a man wants to really exploit you, he'll take advantage of it, but they don't like that, because it's almost like you're always straddling the fence. Know what you want, be honest, be very straightforward. I know it's difficult. We don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, but be straightforward. Because then comes frustration. Like, then this man starts to feel like he wasted his time. His ego gets bruised. People get violent. You just don't know what could come out of that. Or what lengths they would go to. He might say, oh, well, it's okay. We can work through it. I'll be patient with you. But he keeps you around just to hurt your feelings. And both men and women do this. So don't look at me like that. All right? The next thing, watch what you read and the videos you see. So right now we are in a racially tense climate, if you will. And I feel like, honestly, it's always been that way for Black Americans, just being honest, like how we feel in the country as a whole. But right now it's being televised. We're seeing these videos. Everybody's posting about it. Everybody's talking about it. Like, sometimes you have to detox your timeline. So if you all don't know how to do this, you can go to those three dots at the top of someone's post and mute their post. So then they have a separate section that says mute post and story. So if you want to just mute their post but keep the story, you can do that. If you want to mute the post and the story, you can do that. It's like a gnat or something in here. How annoying. But protect yourself. Protect your gates. Don't consume things that are like full of drama. Like, okay, so I'll be honest with you. I get so many ideas from watching like Divorce Court, Love and Hip Hop. I see the little clips on Facebook and stuff. And I'm like, I could talk about this. I could do a video on that. I could talk about, some aspect of it, right? But I have to be careful about how much stuff I consume, because it's drama, like literally. And so if I'm focused on drama, what do you think I'm going to start to be surrounded by? Right? Number 4, be mindful of the conversations you engage in. So words are frequencies as well. They're energies. This is why they say the power of life and death is in the tongue. Watch what you say. All men ain't. All men are. All men do. All men have. And so for those of you who have been through any of my coaching programs or done consultations with me, we talk a lot about language. Because if I have you get a notebook, and don't try to switch up your strategies now. If I have you sit down and get a notebook and I say, write down your beliefs about men. Like, if you had to describe men in a couple words, what would you say? Someone may say untrustworthy, dishonest, and abusive. So if you think a man subconsciously is untrustworthy, dishonest, and abusive, What kind of men will you attract if that's what you think they are? Belief systems go really deep. So when I tell you to protect your energy, you have to do it all around. And it's sort of an unlearning process, but let me tell you about the human brain. It's beautiful, right? The human brain is like a computer. And so this is why they say if you're not programming yourself, you're being programmed. Always. Program yourself. Be in control of what you're consuming. Be in control of what you want to think. Don't go on all these different platforms and hear all these different perspectives and then not shut that shit off and go think for yourself about what resonates with you. Because you are the only one that matters. I can give you advice all day. If my advice does not resonate with you, unfollow me. It won't be the first time that I've been unfollowed. My feelings will not be hurt. I genuinely want you to have what you need as a person. Okay? Lastly, be mindful of the people you keep around. I hate being in the presence of really negative people. And this is not to say I can't be there to support someone who's unhappy. But it's like if you're always unhappy, if you're going through some sort of depression and you're not getting help, that's going to drain the fudge out of me. I don't want that. It's not fair to your loved ones for you not to get the assistance that you need. It's not fair for you to be depressed and you to keep listening to sad music. Some people are like, oh, sad music helps me cope. Have you ever heard of the term or the phrase, misery loves company? Why do you think sad music is helping you? And why do you go back to the sad music when you're down and keep yourself in that space? So that's just food for thought. I told you ladies it would be quick. Protect your energy by watching what you eat, monitoring what you listen to, what you read, and the videos that you watch. Be mindful of the conversations you're engaged in and be mindful of your circle, the people that you keep around you, even at work. If you have a negative Nancy at work who's always complaining about projects and things she doesn't want to do, maybe you don't need to sit at lunch with her anymore. Love you too. Maybe you don't need to have lunch with Nancy anymore. Nancy is a Debbie Downer. Protect yourself. It's so important. And as I tell you ladies all the time, you're so valuable. And I really want you to understand, I don't even remember how old I was when I started understanding like the power of positivity. I think I was 17, which would have been my senior year of high school. But ever since then, my life has been a complete manifestation of my thoughts. Everything I've ever wanted has been given to me. I've been able to manifest things because I keep my mind clear. I keep my thoughts pure. When I'm not in a good space, I allow myself to feel, but I don't stay there. I pick myself back up, whether it be me reaching out to people that love me, contacting a therapist, getting around, some positive energy, listening to some good music, whatever it is, affirmations, whatever. But I don't allow life to control me. I really take the reins and I steer it to where I want it to be. All right, so if you made it to the end of this video, please put a pink heart in the comments. Let me know that you made it. I love you so much, and I'll be sure to put this replay on YouTube. Thank you for listening. Bye.